Hi, this is James O. Joseph Jr. Welcome to my Thursday morning live here on Facebook. I am a psychic medium and I do a live every Thursday morning pretty much, and I hope you join me. If you're seeing me for the first time, maybe this is Spirit's way of connecting you with a tribe or connecting you with whatever babbles out of my mouth today. So stick around and let's see if we jive, if you like my energy, if I resonate for you. As usual, we're going to wait just a minute or two while our regulars jump on. So I have a small community growing, luckily.
Hi, this is James O. Joseph Jr. Welcome to my Thursday.
There. Because I pop up my laptop so I can see your comments. So the sound was still on. So yeah. So we're gonna do these bar chimes real quick just to clear the energy, change the vibe. They're sort of high pitched, so if that bothers you, please cover your ears. I love them. I love them, I love them, I love them. Ooh, they just keep rocking too. So yeah. As I said, I'm James O. Joseph Jr., the Unintentional Psychic. I am a professional psychic medium in the Queensbury, Glens Falls, Lake George area of New York State. That's roughly about an hour from Albany, which is the capital of New York. For anybody that doesn't know, on the east coast of the U.S. If maybe you're not in the U.S., I do have people that clock in all the time from Europe and Scandinavia and Australia and New Zealand and all sorts of places. So welcome, welcome, welcome. In addition to being a psychic medium, I'm a Reiki practitioner, an IET practitioner. I'm a spirit guide portrait artist. I'm a published author. What else? I'm also the founder and caretaker of the Pheonix Rising Synergy Center, which is a growing spiritual / metaphysical community center here in Queensbury. Teacher, mentor, speaker, retreat dude. I do retreats. Hey, Brian, how are you? Good morning, good morning. What else am I missing? Psychic development mentor. Yeah, all sorts of fun stuff. So in addition to doing one-on-one readings, I do small groups. I do parties. I'm doing a party this Sunday, which is awesome. It's 14 people. I'm pretty excited about that. Let's see, what else? I'm an intuitive business coach, which is a super cool thing that I do spontaneously all the time. Amy, hi Amy, good morning to you also. I love it. Right by the ocean. Love it. Good morning, Michelle. So yeah, those are the things I do. I am a pretty lucky person these days. I'm really loving where my life is and where it's going. And I'm grateful to everybody who's a part of that in many ways. So my strongest psychic senses are psychic knowing, psychic feeling, psychic seeing. But I have psychic hearing. Once in a while I smell something. Sometimes I taste things. I have pretty much all of it. The empathic stuff. I do a little bit of medical intuitiveness. So I am just a channel in all ways. Cody, hi Cody, how are you? How are you, my friend? So yeah, those are how it works for me. And then for mediumship for me, I just sort of have like this room in my mind's eye. And when I focus on it, it literally, in my mind, it is literally just a 16 by 12 room, no windows, one door. I'm usually standing at the door. There's one spotlight in the center of the room. And then, spirit. I see, people and animals. Sometimes they're just there. And then other times they have some kind of communication to share, which is always cool. And then lately I've been getting people in there who aren't passed over. So I don't even know what that classifies as. So in addition to passed over loved ones, I'm getting loved ones that are still here. And when I get those kinds of messages, those type of energies, it's usually 3 different kinds of messages. So it leads me down a whole different route. So that's an interesting one. I'm not even sure how to label that yet, if there's even a label for that. So yeah, those are my gigs. I love it. What else? So you're seeing me here on Facebook. Welcome. If you've never seen me before, I really appreciate you dropping in, seeing if I resonate for you. If you enjoy this, I normally do a Sunday live. I will not be doing a Sunday live this coming Sunday on the 3rd because I will be driving back from a private party, as I just mentioned 2 minutes ago. So it's a pretty big party, actually. I'm doing really well. 14 people, 2.5 hours. So that's probably the longest private group / party I've done ever. So I'm loving that. Things are just popping for me, and I hope they are for you too. So in addition to that, I've had some new news with the Pheonix Rising Synergy Center. Obviously, it's taken forever for Suite 1B to get up and going, but just in the last week or so, the landlords have also offered up Suite 2B to me, which will be available in the next couple months. So that means that I'm going to be having at least 7 more office spaces available for practitioners or people moving into the metaphysical field of some sort. So I'm loving that. Loving it, loving it, loving it. It's funny, I always knew that that suite was going to be part of my whole vision. I just didn't think it was phase 2. I thought it more was like phase 4. So I guess it got bumped up a bit. What else? I'm just feeling really, really good. And I think some of it has to do with some of the new classes that I've done, because last week on Tuesday, I did the first Awakening Your Psychic Abilities workshop, which was a hit. It was so good. I had 6 students in that class, and I've talked to 3 of them, and they just can't rave about it enough. So I'm really tickled by that. And then last night, we started the Mediumship Development Circle, which was 3 people, which is awesome. 3 people's good. It's a great way to beta test a program. But I was really, really pleased with how that went last night. And I'm really excited for the next 5 weeks on that series. Everybody grabbed spirit. All 3 of them grabbed legitimate mediumship energy and worked through it. So that's amazing on the first night. So I'm really excited for next Wednesday. I have like a whole new set of exercises to do for them. So I am tickled beyond tickled, because I've been dragging my feet like you. I am just human like everybody else. So, you know, there's that little seed of fear sometimes about doing stuff. And for me, teaching psychic ability and teaching mediumship I'm not big on fear, as you all know. I mean, fear I usually don't have a thing to do with, but these 2 classes definitely had me just a bit triggered about, you know, providing value. So both of those have popped off so well. I'm super, super excited, to the point that I've already created the Awakening Your Psychic Abilities class. I've already turned it into a virtual that I am launching for August. And then in September, I'm going to be doing it in person again. I'm loving that. And it's right now just a one-off, but I think I'm going to turn it into a series maybe later down the road. And then I'm really already geeked about marketing Mediumship Development Circle phase 2, which will be a whole 6-week period again, but with new exercises. Brian, I am going to need book a reading from you soon. Awesome. Yeah, I am actually picking up quite a bit in that scenario too. So I'm beyond grateful. It's really, in the last couple weeks, has really just been a real shift in energy for me. So yeah, I would definitely book, but like literally this morning, right before I jumped on, I had to text somebody because I've had in the last 24 hours 2 or 3 new bookings just for the next couple days. Good morning. I am interested in the classes. I love that. Are you local, kiddo? Or is it a virtual class that you're interested in? Brian, what are the rates for this mediumship course? The course is $50 per class, and it's a 6-class series, so it's $300. And if you wanted to jump in, if you wanted to still jump into the one that started last night, just reach out to me. I give you a discounted rate, obviously, and get you signed up. If you're in person, Brian, are you local now, Brian, or are you still away? The psychic ability one for the 14th, that's a virtual, and that's $50. Yeah, so if anybody's interested in the mediumship development circle that I started last night, we still can get you in for this coming, next Wednesday. The other 5, I would just give you a discounted rate. So let me know. You just have to reach out to me and we'd figure that out. Well, Brian, then the virtual would probably work out really well for you on the 14th, which is an hour and a half long. It's a psychic development class. So we're just going to really connect you with your psychic skills and connect you with your intuition. So maybe that's something that interests you, Brian, for now. Yeah, it's a $50 fee for that class. But I'm feeling like it's going to go off really well. I've just got to market it a little more. But either way, I'm super excited. I just feel really good. It's almost like when you finally feel like you're at home after a long day. That's how it felt doing these classes after I got them done. It felt like, you've been traveling all day and you're just tired and inky, and that's how life's been. And then I did these classes and I just sort of felt like I was at home, like I was in my comfort zone. So that just tickles my heart every which way. And to help other people anchor their light and can understand how psychic ability and mediumship works for them, because it works differently for everybody, depending on what type of psychic skill set you have. Obviously, psychic seeing, psychic hearing, psychic smelling, psychic tastings, psychic knowing, which is one of mine. Medical intuitiveness, which is psychic physical. It's like when you feel things physically. There's 8 clairs. So once you figure out which clairs are functioning for you, a lot of times people have these clairs and they just think everybody has them and they don't realize that they're even psychic ability. So sometimes it's just having that aha moment, that epiphany that, oh, I've been playing with this for a long, long time and just thought everybody did this. Once you realize that, and it sort of opens your door to seeing it from a different perspective. Brian, I am in the process of finding a new job and been unemployed since May 5th. Oh, I'm so sorry, Bri. I keep calling you Brian. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 6 months from now, once you've got a new job, maybe you'll realize it was the best thing that could have happened to you. It's really looking at every event in your life from a viewpoint of, maybe it was the best thing, but you just didn't realize it at the time. I mean, I have people personally in my life right now who have went through the same thing in the last month. And even though they would have never left on their own, now that they have left their career, they feel like it was the best thing that's happened to them in the last 12 years. Terry, good morning, Terry. How are you? So yeah, are you trying to get back in with the place that you were working at before, Brian, when you lived here locally? Or one of the other similar locations? So yeah, I got on a tangent because I just feel good. I just feel good about the classes I did, and you know what really makes me feel good? When people leave the class and you can tell I just blew their mind in 3 different ways. that just tickles my heart and opens up these new doors for them that they never realized. So that's what's really cool about that. So I'm just loving it. Loving it. So yeah. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about is, for anybody who hasn't noticed yet, and I got to do a bit more marketing on this, but I have decided to create a festival, a fair. So I have created the Age of Aquarius Festival, which is going to be happening September 28th, which is a Sunday from 10 to 5 at my office compound at 667 Bay Road, in conjunction with an open house for the Pheonix Rising Synergy Center. But in theory, it's supposed to be a bunch of vendors out in the courtyard, and then you can also walk through the office compound. But I'm really, really excited because this is step 1 of a multi-step vision that I have for something much, much bigger. So if you are local and you are available on September 28th, I would love for you to come and check it out. It's free to come. It's like any psychic fair, I think. I mean, most psychic fairs, I think, are free. I don't have any door fee. And I'm just really, really tickled in the sense that I've been waiting to do this for 3-4 years. And once again, that little bit of fear that I have, there's not a lot of fear in my life, but a little bit of fear was, for one, I was thinking too big. When I originally when Spirit gave me the idea, they showed me the final product, and I was like, oh, I can't do that all on my own. But I had this really cool epiphany like 2 months ago that, yeah, it doesn't have to be that big when you start. Nothing's as big when you start as when get into it. So I'm also tickled. I'm also tickled because I have a hoodie on that I haven't been able to wear in 2 years, maybe 3 years. So I am back into my Sage hoodies, which I have 3 of these. Good morning, Laura. But I have lots of things to be tickled about today. But yeah, I haven't worn this hoodie in 3 years, 4 years, probably not since early 2020. So I'm really tickled about that too. So yeah, lots of joy bubbling up for me today, which I love. And I hope there is joy in your life. And if it's not big joy, maybe sometimes you have to look at the little things and see the joy in it, because let's be honest, that's what adulting is really about, is finding sometimes the smallest tidbit to be joyful about. But as long as you have kindling, like in a fire, little bits, you can grow it into a larger fire or a larger amount of joy. So, yeah. Yes, you look great, my friend. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm definitely working on it. I was a little frustrated this morning when I weighed in, only because I was sure that I had dropped another pound, and I hadn't. I think it's what I was drinking yesterday. If I get too much artificial sweetener in my body, it locks up the weight loss. So it is what it is. I'm working on it. So yeah, Age of Aquarius. I'm super geeked about Age of Aquarius, and obviously people are reaching out for applications. I've sent out, I want to say 12 or 15 applications already. This weekend is going to be a big focus for me, so I'm really geeked for that, to send a bunch more applications out. I'm not going to wait for people to come to me. I've been doing the circuit for a while, so I have a large collection of people that are, have been doing vendor events with me, and I know that they're good at what they do, so I'm just going to reach out to them. Brian, you are looking great. Oh, thank you so much, Brian. Thanks. I can see your light shining brighter than I have ever seen. Ah, well, that is quite a compliment. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to be honest with you. I've changed in the last 2 weeks. Not that I'm not, a cup half full kind of guy most of the time. Well, all the time. Hey, Laura, good morning, good morning. But in the last couple weeks, I have changed the way I meditate. And my meditations are really wrapped way, way more around gratitude. So I slide into my meditations just chanting thank you. And as I'm chanting thank you in my head or out loud, I literally visualize the different things that I'm super grateful for. And it has upped my game. It has increased my financial abundance. It has allowed me to level up with monetization and ideas. So I'm getting a lot more production on like things to work on. So I have a new project I'm working on, all sorts of projects behind the scenes, but I have a new project that I'm working on that I'm hoping I will have set up and ready to launch mid-November, which is an actual product. It's going to be a really cool product to purchase for the holidays. Anytime, really. Birthday, holidays, whenever. So it's a play off of Date Night with a Book. So I love it, I love it, I love it. And I can't wait I've got pieces ordered and I'm waiting. It's sort of handy that I used to own a gift shop that used to create gift arrangements, because I'm in the process of basically making a gift arrangement that I'm going to sell over and over. Need to book a reading and details to join class. Yeah, just reach out to me, kiddo. Private message me, and then I will get you the information that you need. Yeah, you know what? So literally the last 4 months, 3 months, I've just been popping off with ideas, like the communities that I've created. So the Hatchery, the Pheonix Den, the Mediumship Mentoring Academy. I upgraded my one-on-one mentoring program. It's a 12-module program now with an actual syllabus and stuff. What else? So the festival is something new for me that I've been sitting on for a long time. I'm literally in the works of creating a 3, maybe 4-day retreat right on my compound for October, called Igniting the Flames of the Pheonix, a healing retreat. That's the name of it. And then I've got these other projects that are still, Spirit just keeps dropping things in, and I'm super excited about it. So, but you have to be in the right frequency. You have to, and I think really the meditation has helped a lot with that also. Let's see what else. What else? There's other stuff. There's other things. I'm thinking about getting certified for life coaching. I'm not positive. It's been something that's been kicking around in my head for a while. So I might do that too. That's pretty much what I do anyways in a lot of the readings that I do. So some readings are very specific, detailed, psychic, mediumship energy, passed over loved ones and working on soul development. Then I have other readings that are like a broader sweep of the brush. It's not talking about necessarily like very specific evidential stuff, but it's talking about your life and where the holdups are and where we need to push forward, release fear, or click into like worthiness. And so a lot of those I think are intuitive life coaching sessions. So it would be nice just to have a little more behind that, I guess. I don't know. I'm not a big person about certifications. Anybody who's been with me for the last 5 years realizes that really my training overall has been fairly minimal compared to a lot of mediums and psychics. I mean, I've only worked with 2 teachers, and literally that's totaled like 4.5 months of teaching with me. Drew Kelly, I went every day for 4 months to his place. Not every day, once a week. Sorry, not every day. Once a week for 4 months, I went to Drew Kelly for, class, group education. And then last summer, I went to Lilydale, which is an amazing spiritual community over on the other side of New York State. And I did a 1-week platform mediumship training with Lisa Williams, which was in a class environment also. Anybody that doesn't know, platform mediumship is basically gallery readings. They're like where you step in front of, 20, 40, 300 people, and you just start connecting spirit and spirit messages and psychic messages to different people in the audience. So that was pretty cool too. It was all pretty cool. I was pretty happy with it. But I haven't been one of those people that needed a bunch of certifications. I have no issues with people who need certifications. Everybody works and functions differently. Sometimes you need that to alleviate the imposter syndrome, or maybe sometimes you need that just to feel validated. I don't know. Whatever the reason, it's completely cool. That wasn't the game I played. Or at least not up until now, anyways. I haven't been really certified for anything. But I'm thinking about, maybe getting certified in life coaching. And I've also kicked around the idea of getting certified through Lisa Williams, as she has like a really high-end like position. And you have to jump through hoops to do it. I don't know. So if it's supposed to be, it'll pop up in my, for those of you who've been around for a while, you realize that I've said this many times, Spirit sort of throws it in my face, and I know it's from Spirit. I can't say no. So that's how it works for me, kind of thing. Look, I got a chin again. Not 3. So yeah, I don't know what I'm babbling about, so, don't mind me today. If I did not say so earlier, hello, Laura Benz. How are ya? So I probably talked about this in the last week or so, but if you are on Instagram and you don't follow me on Instagram, would you please follow me on Instagram? So Instagram has done me dirty, and probably lots and lots of other people. They took away my live ability on Instagram because I don't have 1,000 followers, which I hate the word followers. But I don't have 1,000 followers on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram, I would just appreciate it if you followed my channel on Instagram, because months and months ago I was doing lives on Wednesday nights, and then I stopped for 3, 4, 5, 9 months. I don't know. And then I was getting ready to get back on it, and they're like, oh, you can't do that anymore because you don't have enough followers. I'm like, interesting. So you're trying to pull the TikTok scenario on me, are you? So yeah, I would love that if you have not followed me on Instagram, if you would kindly. You don't have to look at my stuff or anything. I just, I need people to follow me. So I can get back to doing Wednesday night lives. I kept saying I was going to, and then when I finally started getting motivated to do it, they're like, no, that's not happening. So that sort of sucked. What else? Oh, I had a couple people saying they wanted to book a session with me. I have some openings this afternoon from 2 until 4. And then tomorrow afternoon, I have some openings also. So if you're really wanting to book with me, I do have openings today from 2 until 4. And then I have openings tomorrow, Friday, August 1st. Can you believe it is July 31st already? Where'd July go? Gone. But August 1st, I have availability in the afternoon. I'm pretty open, and other than 1 or 2 sessions tomorrow. So yeah, if that pulls at your heart, loving it. Laura, a new project, how unusual. Yes, completely, Miss Laura. You know me. You have an inside track because you see me on the weekly, if not more than, on the weekly. So yeah, I am waiting for the components to come, and then I will start creating. it. I've got to get on Canva this weekend and start making the packaging for it. It is so wild. I'm just going to touch on this a little bit. It is so wild when I look back on my life and all the different things I've done, and how everything I've done as a career, as a way to make money, now makes me a better person at what I'm doing right now as a psychic medium, a professional psychic medium. I mean, literally, I worked in the graphic design field for a number of years. I now master Canva like I've known it forever and create all sorts of graphics, flyers, packaging, all that kind of stuff. I owned Sharp Presents, and I made gift baskets. That's what I primarily was known for years and years and years, was these just elaborate gift baskets and gift arrangements. And now I'm phasing into actually a couple projects. So, but the playoff of Date Night with a Book, I'm working on, creating that. And then I actually have a whole nother... Oh, crap. They're throwing all these ideas that I've been working on that I hadn't told anybody about. Hi, Dan. How you doing, sir? Oh, Lorraine, how are you? I keep watching your fun little social media stuff about your new trailer and stuff. So great to see you have new projects coming out. Your podcast episode airs tomorrow. It airs tomorrow. Are you going to send it to me? Or are you going to tag me in it? I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. By the way, everybody, I did a podcast with Lorraine like 2 months ago, maybe 2.5. So there's going to be a new podcast to watch real quick. She is an amazing lady who has her fingers in many, many pies like myself, and is traveling the world doing some really cool shit. Pardon my language. I don't usually swear, but she is pretty awesome in herself. So, and she was actually, I think, one of the very first to give me a review on my Google business page, because for whatever reason, I chose to wait 4 years before creating one. So I don't know what that's about. Yes, I'll be tagging you and sending it to you. Yeah. Yes, thank you so much. Oh, Miss Cody. Yeah, Miss Cody just did one too. I think hers just came out a couple weeks ago. So yeah, hey, meeting up at the live. So, you know what? I need to figure out how to do international retreats like Miss Lorraine, because I would love, love, love to start doing some retreat work where I come in and either do teachings or do gallery readings or some kind of like one-on-one work. I don't know how to get into that circuit, but I really would like to go to Bali and St. Thomas and all the really cool places that are nice and warm. So I wouldn't have to wear this hoodie. Yeah, I talked about all the hot topics for me anyways. Oh, and since today is July 31st, today is the last day to get in on the birthday specials I have going for this month. Very last day. So if you didn't know, I was doing a 30-minute card special. So if you're interested in getting in on the 30-minute card special, I've never promoted a card readings selection on my menu. What's Miss Lorraine saying? I can't teach you how to do retreats and show where they are. I can. Oh, you really? That would be awesome. Loving that. That'd be too cool. It's on my vision board list. Well, actually, on my vision board. It's one of the few things that I haven't manifested yet, to be very honest. I've got to revamp that. So, yes, we'll need to talk, Miss Lorraine. So, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. So I've never put on my service menu before a card reading selection. So for July, I did a special with a 30-minute card read, which a couple different people took me up on. So you could book today, and it could be for August, September, October, whenever you want. I don't mind. But today's the last day for that. I may put something different, like slightly different on my permanent menu, but it'll be at a definitely a different price. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I'm doing a very special VIP giveaway. So anybody who booked a session in July, not a class, not a mentoring, but a session, Reiki or reading, tomorrow, this weekend, I will be selecting somebody out of that group, and they will be getting a free 30-minute card reading from me, either virtual or in person. So today is still, you still got time to book something. It doesn't have to be booked for this weekend. It could be booked out for, the next month, 2 months, 3 months. That way you're in the bubble. You could get another reading on top of that, which you could use at a future time, or you could give it away. Whatever works for you, I don't mind. So that's pretty good. I'm excited about that. And then I did a birthday bundle that only a couple people took me up on also, which it was a 30-minute Reiki session with a 30-minute reading. So an hour long session for $175, which is a deal. It's a deal. So maybe you still want to do that too. And then, of course, I've been doing a general giveaway since June 20th. Today is the last day to get in on that. So if you had not heard about this yet, right on this community page, there's a post, and you have to do 3 things to be eligible. So the 3 things you have to do is you have to share the original post about the giveaway that is ending at the end of today. You have to make sure you're following this community page. And in the comments of the original post, you have to put I'm in. So if you've done all those, then this weekend sometime, you will be possibly winning one of 3 prizes. 4 is not 3. So the first prize is an in-person or virtual 60-minute reading with me. The second item is a white extra large hoodie that is part of my merch line that I created with my Pheonix on the back. It says the Unintentional Psychic. It also has Time to Pheonix on the sleeve. That is prize 2. And then the third prize is a signed copy of that book right there. So the Intuitive Entrepreneur. Deeper connection with soul-driven success. I don't know the whole name still. But yeah, so those are the 3 prizes. And this weekend, 3 people are going to be drawn for them. So obviously, if you're not following or you haven't done all 3 things, and I pull your name, then you don't get the first thing. So we just keep going. But that's the giveaway that's ending at midnight tonight. So if you have not done that yet, I would definitely suggest it, because why not? It's free. Kind of thing. And I always love giving back. I usually do 2 or 3 giveaways a year because I'm just super grateful to this community in general. Because without you, where would I be? I mean, I am just a channel. I need somebody to talk to and share the guidance and the message and the news and all that fun stuff. So, gotta have an audience. Dawn, morning, James, and Amy, not my best friend anymore. Oh, Amy who? Is it Amy earlier? I don't know what's going on. I feel like I got caught in something. Good morning, James and Amy, not my best friend anymore. Aw. I'll be your best friend. So, where were we? Oh yeah, giveaways. I think that's pretty much it. That was everything. So yeah. I'm so excited, everybody. Well, as you can tell, because I've been all excited all morning already. But I'm going to a new festival on August 9th and 10th, and it's called the Freya, F-R-E-Y-A festival. As I said, August 9th and 10th, which is a Saturday and Sunday. So I still haven't looked. I probably should look right now to see how far away that is from me. Let's see. Let's look real quick, because I'm probably going to be in shock. I knew who you were talking about, Miss Dawn. Where is that? Oh, do not have, hang on a second, everybody. There it is. So I'm going to put in this address, and then we're all going to be shocked together as I realize how far I have to drive on the 8th. Because I'm having a feeling that it's going to be further than I was expecting. Isn't that how it always works? 2 hours and 15 minutes. I get to drive 2 hours and 15 minutes for an all-weekend festival. That's okay. I am going to be Airbnb-ing it with a group of friends, and it'll be fun, kind of thing. I know you will, Dan. I'm hanging out with your group. Hopefully, we're all staying in the same Airbnb. So 2 hours and 15 minutes, that's not too bad. I mean, I knew. Spirit's pushing me further and further away from my home base. So I'm cool with that. I'm really feeling like it's going to be a really great weekend. So, cool. But yeah, so if you're out that way, or maybe you're from, over that way anyways, and you are connected with me, it's a great way for us to connect in person. So if you're there, say hi. Other than that, I'm also doing, oh yeah, I was talking about this at the very beginning. I'm doing a virtual class. This is my first ever virtual class. Another one of those things that had just a little bit of fear, and I'm just like, sweep it out of the way. I can't handle the fear anymore. Just got to sweep it out of the way. On top of, psychic and mediumship classes, I'm now doing virtual classes. So the very first virtual class I'm doing is called Soul Mission Mapping, Discovering Your Life Purpose. I'm super geeked about this because so many people are still struggling to figure out how themselves as a puzzle piece fits into the larger puzzle. So I'm really expecting that a lot of people are going to step away from this this class, this session, this workshop, really with some guidance. So many people are more than willing to run full force in any direction. They just don't know what direction to run in. So after this workshop / class, I think it's going to give people a direction to really, hang on to and push forward and really feel like they are living a fuller potential life. So, as I said, it's August 14th, which is a Thursday, and it's from 7 to 8. Most likely it'll run over. So, really, it's 8 to 8:30. And it's going to be virtual. So, about 24 hours before the class, I'll send out an email to everybody about the link. So, you have to have a link. It's going to be $50 per person. I most likely beforehand will be sending you some kind of PDFs or journals or prompts or worksheets, maybe even some pre-videos. So I'm still working it out. But lots and lots of value. I want to make sure that we all can be in the right state of mind and really get full potential out of the class. If you want to know more information about that, on my link tree, you'll see classes and events, and if you click on it, it'll show you everything. I'm pretty updated. I think I have most of September even in and working into October. So I'm pretty excited. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Danny. Thank you for watching. You'd love a reading. I'm not giving readings away today, Danny, but I am doing cards at the end. So once we cover a couple more classes, then we will do a card spread for the next 3 days. And then I will do 5 card messages for everybody here. So if you want to stick around, those are usually pretty impactful. Many of the people here are regulars, so they could chime in right now and really tell you how, even though they're 5 different messages, not necessarily directed at any one person, they seem to really click with a lot of people. So maybe that's exactly what you need today for a little bit of guidance. So yeah, the virtual class I think is gonna rock. I'm gonna start marketing it a lot more in the next day or so. If you are interested in that, please, please, please check it out. There's a Facebook event and a sign-up link for that, but the Facebook event should be, you know, pretty descriptive. I'm doing pretty good at writing out like expectations. Then I'm doing a big gay market here locally for any of the people who I know on this community page that are local. I will be at the Shirt Factory in Glens Falls on August 16th, which is a Saturday from 11 to 3. So it's a 4-hour event. And I'd love to see you. I'm going to be doing 15-minute mini readings. They're broken into 15-minute increments, and you can find out more information on my link tree. Everything's on my link tree, or a Facebook event right here on this community page. Oh, I'm also doing a gallery reading in person at my office on August 22nd, which is a Friday from 7:30 to 9. So if you have not been to one of my gallery readings, I would definitely suggest it. I'm not your average gallery reading kind of dude. So for me, there's just as much laughter as there is, you know, happy or healing tears. But also, I don't only work with mediumship. But as you all know, I also throw in the psychic stuff. So I could be, for one person, talking about their grandmother and the knitted throws that she made, yada, 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 and then go right over to the next person and talk to them about something that is for their soul. It's very psychically driven to help them level up, move around their soul energy, and stop them from, you know, being the boulder in their own path. So I really, really love doing gallery readings. It's becoming my superpower of sorts. So you shouldn't miss it. This gallery reading is, I'm not sure, I didn't write it down. So if you're interested in the gallery reading on August 22nd, definitely go to my link tree, check it out. It'll have pricing there. I didn't write it down on here, so I don't know what that's about. Another new class. This one's in person. This is Signs from Spirit, Animal Messages and Symbolism, which is August 23rd, which is a Saturday, from 1 to 2:30. I'm pretty geeked about this. If you're interested in knowing more about that, Signs from Spirit, Animal Messages and Symbolism. I think I've talked a little bit about how deer are huge symbolisms for me and my dad. My dad passed over in 2015. My dad communicates to me through deer. So many times I'll be thinking about something, or I'll need validation in some area, or usually I'm thinking about something, you know, and I'm not sure, or I'm not, you know, whatever. And then I'll look up as I'm driving, and there'll literally just be a deer standing on the side of the road, just staring at me as I drive by. It just happened last night, actually, after the mediumship development circle. I was driving home, and I got maybe not even a quarter way home, and I was just thinking about the class and where I'm going and how I'm helping, and then I just got validation. There was literally a deer whose only its head and neck was sticking out of like some weeds, and it just watched me drive by. I mean, I wasn't going super fast or anything, but and I knew because my dad came through with one of the students last night, which my dad never comes through. So only in the 4 times in the since he's passed that he's come through. So I thought that was really interesting. So I'm tickled by that. But yeah, so that's a class that I will be really pushing for and really trying to educate with all that stuff. For anybody who's done the healing circle in the last couple months, this is also a local. Okay, I could turn this into a virtual also. A healing circle. So once a month, I get together with a bunch of people at my office, and we do this free event, which usually starts with a guided meditation. Then we go through a practice of writing down things that we feel needs healing energy. May it be globally, nationally, locally, personal, whatever. You write it down, you don't write your name, and then we put it in the crock of healing. I call it the crock of healing. I think that's sort of funny. It's basically like a candy jar or cookie jar with a lid on it. It's clear. And then we go through a process of each of us sending healing energy to it for a period of time. What I love is we keep everything in the jar, and every month we add more to it. So the stuff that's been in there 2 months, 3 months is still getting healing energy every month. So if that's something that interests you, you're welcome to join. It's completely free, but you do have to sign up because I need to know how many people are coming. Sometimes we do it outside, sometimes we do it inside. Either way, I need to know how many so I can plan accordingly. So if that interests you, if it resonates for you, I have the August 23rd for our next one. And then I also have September set already too, so you may want to check those both out. The other thing I was hoping to talk about is I'm doing Pheonix Whispers of Insight and Guidance again. So this is something I do bi-monthly. Hi Judy, how are ya? Got everybody else? Yep. So Pheonix Whispers of Insight and Guidance. This is an event that I do at Exit 8 for all you local people off the Northway, just south of the new Bass outlet, Bass shop, whatever it is. And it's at the Heaven and Earth gift shop. So this is a 2-hour event that starts at 6:15 on Thursdays. It'll be the 28th of August. And it's maxed out at 8 people. It's $40 per person. And I've already got 2 tickets gone. I've only got 6 seats left. So if this is something that interests you, or maybe you're in Albany or South Albany, and it's a closer place for you and me, let's meet up there. Basically, everybody gets roughly a 10 to 15 minute reading, and it's in a circle. So I just go, usually I just start at one side or the other, and I just go through, and we, I share a message, and we chitter chatter and talk, and it takes about a solid 2 hours. So we usually leave around 8:15, 8:20, but it's a really great experience. This is something I've done a number of times in the last year, and I'm really getting into my groove with it. So if that's something you would like, I think it's a great price point for me, and you'll get value. You'll get value. I know you will. Everybody usually does. And then the only other things I really wanted to talk about is Weowaka. So any of my locals, if you don't know what Weowaka is, it is a women's center of sorts. It's a compound right off of Lake George, and it's been around for a long, long time, early 1900s. So once again this year, I am doing a fundraiser with Weowaka on their compound. So I'm going to be doing a gallery reading from 7 to 9 on August 30th, which is the end of the month, obviously. So it's pretty cool. It's at 3778 New York 9L, Lake George. That's the address. But if you just look up Weowaka, it's W-I-A-W-A-K-A. They have, on their events, they have me on there for events. You can get a ticket because the tickets have to be purchased through Weowaka. So you can do just the event with me from 7 to 9, or you can get there early. I want to say 6 o'clock, and for an additional fee, they will serve you an amazing meal from their kitchen. It's a great compound. There's lots and lots of things that go on through Weowaka every summer. They're only open 3 or 4 months a year in the summer. I want to say early June, and then they wrap up. I think I'm the last event for them for the season. So the last weekend of August is their last opening days, and they like to finish out the season with me. Isn't that awesome? So last year there was, I want to say roughly 93 people at the gallery reading. I'm hoping for a bit more this year, to be truly honest. It was a great event last year. I gave some really, really intense messages to a number of people. So I was tickled. Now, something new that we're doing this year compared to last is the following day, on the 31st of August, I am set up to do one-on-one readings at Weowaka in the massage room. So if you're interested in doing a reading with me and you're in town doing the Weowaka or whatever, yeah, let's do it up. I have a scheduling link and all that stuff there. So that would be fun. So that's an extra bonus that we're adding this year. I've got it broken down between 30-minute and 60-minute sessions. And I want to say I'm available from 9 to 5. That's pretty much it. So yeah, those are the things pretty much for August right now. There may be 1 or 2 new things popping in. I am waiting for feedback from a couple different events. Other than that, I think that's a pretty damn good schedule. That's my big thing lately, is making sure there's plenty of things for people to be interested in, that I'm helping in a lot of different ways. So yeah, I'm tickled. Oh, this isn't on my schedule, but here's a new one. So I just met up, for all my local people here. I just met up with the Glens Falls Senior Center just 2 days ago, Tuesday. And we have agreed to do a fundraiser for them. So in November 8th, actually, I'm going to be doing a gallery reading here in the Glens Falls, Queensbury area for anybody who's interested. And it's for a great cause. And it's going to be at one of the theaters. So it's probably going to be one of my biggest gallery readings yet. I'm feeling like it's going to be somewhere between 100 and 200 chairs, group. I can't talk all of a sudden. It's going to be somewhere between 100 and 200 people in the gallery. So I'm really tickled by that. It's going to be quite an adventure. I'm ready. Today I'm going to get on Amazon, finally, and get a headset mic, because I've been wanting to anyways, because Weowaka last year, there was a hand mic, and I can't do the hand mic. I'm too handsy. I got to put my hands everywhere. So I figured I'll get a head mic, and that way I can be as natural as I can be, because authenticity is my gig, right? So yeah, I just wanted to share that. So look for that in November. I have some really cool events going on in October already, and September is pretty locked in too. So I'm feeling good. For the first time ever, I have scheduled readings and appointments for mid-October. So 2-3 months out. I'm booking 2-3 months out already, which rocks my world. I love it. It is, just tickles my heart. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah. With that being said, we are going to do a card spread for the next 3 days, roughly. The next 72 hours, roughly. But if it lingers for you, if the energy resonates for you, partially or fully for longer than that, then use it for longer than that. What deck? What deck? What deck? So we're going to use the Forest Spirits Oracle deck. This is a great find from the great Amazon. So as many of you know, you've been around for a while, I'm going to shuffle until 3 or 4 cards fall out. Please give me a message for the highest good of our Facebook and YouTube collective. 1 card jumps right out. For me, I don't pull cards. I shuffle until Spirit drops them out. Not half the deck, but you know whatever. Please give me a message for the highest good of the Facebook collective. Dragonflies is a big thing lately for me. I don't know why. 3, do I need 1 more? Yep. 1 more card. 1 more card for this spread for the next couple days. Please give me a message. Or is it not 1 more card? Oh. Maybe. So yeah, we have 4 cards. As always, if you haven't been around, I'm going to talk about these cards real quick. And then tomorrow morning, I will make a post. It'll have a picture of the cards and then a little paragraph write-up. It may just be what is on the cards as a paragraph write-up, or Spirit may have me modify it a little bit, add to it, whatever. They're in charge, not me. So the first card is Dragonfly Spirit Perspective. Be flexible and willing to change direction if needed to get a broader view of things. Perspective. And after this, everybody, I am going to pull 5 card messages. So you need to decide intuitively which of those messages are meant for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or combination of. Laura, me too, and seeing multiple numbers. Ooh, yes. The second card is Full Moon Release. In this moment of completion and illumination, release what no longer serves you. I hope I said that right. So that's the second card. The third card to the message is Green Fairy, Imagination. Explore the mysteries, allure of creativity, and embrace your inner uniqueness. So that's card 4. And then card 5 out of the spread message for the next 3 days is Magic Pixies, Kindred Spirits. By the way, the word spirits is spelled wrong on this card. You create lasting connections with deep understanding that transcends time and space. So those are the 4 cards. I'm going to put them together real quick for the overall message for the next 3 or 4 days. Let's see if it flows. I always struggle with getting all the cards together. Okay, so be flexible and willing to change direction if needed to get a broader view of things. In this moment of completion and illumination, release what no longer serves you, explore the mysteries allure of creativity, and embrace your inner uniqueness. You create lasting connections with deep understanding that transcends time and space. So, as I said, I will take a photo of that spread and I will write it up and post it tomorrow morning. May you find it as soon as I post it, or maybe you don't find it until Wednesday or whenever you come back to this community page. And then check in with yourself intuitively. Read the message, look at the images, and does it resonate for you fully or partially? Either way, if it does, use that as a beacon. Co-create the next few days with that energy in mind. You are constantly creating your reality through what you think, feel, and what your perspective about life is. So you can change it to be more on path to where you want to go or more off path of where you want to go based on how you feel, what you think, and what your intentions and perspective is. So if this resonates for you, then use it to lead you back on path more. So yeah, I am starving, and I don't normally start eating until like 10:30, 11 o'clock because I'm doing intermittent fasting. But my stomach is growling like nobody's business over here. I'm sure you guys can hear it. But like I can literally feel it. A lot of times my stomach will growl and I'll be like, oh, okay. But like it's tearing me up. So there. Yeah. So let's work on... They just told me this is what we're getting our 5 messages from. This deck right here. Another great find from the great Amazon. This is Cosmic Record Deck, Oracle cards. So this is what we're doing our 5 messages from. So have you decided intuitively which messages are for you? Is it message 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, or any combination of those? Are you still here, Danny? Did you hold out? This is it. This is the messages I'm talking about. Well, actually, that spread could have been for you too, beforehand. Okay, please give me message 1 for the highest good of this collective. Please give me message 1 for the highest good of this collective. I love Oracle decks. They are so cool. Cool tools to get the energy moving. Okay, so this one's upside down. So as many of you know, if it's upside down, that means to me that it's not part of the message. So our first message, we ready? Drum roll. Our first message is key. You may have had a recent conflict, and this key symbolizes the change to heal, the chance to heal that relationship. The universe reminds you that extending the olive branch is the first step to unlocking reconciliation and understanding. I've never seen this card before. I've had this deck for a while. I haven't seen this card before. So this is message 1. Once again, you may have had a recent conflict, and this key symbolizes the chance to heal the relationship. The universe reminds you that extending the olive branch is the first step to unlocking reconciliation and understanding. Cool, cool. Message 2 popped right out. Did you see it? Message 2. Oh, this is pretty. Message 2, art of attraction. The peacock theory emphasizes that over-the-top display is a strategic move. The universe encourages you not to hide your light. Use confidence and boldness to gain the upper hand in social settings. Interesting. Interesting. I love that. I'm going to read it one more time. Art of attraction. The peacock theory emphasizes that over-the-top display is a strategic move. The universe encourages you not to hide your light. Use confidence and boldness to gain the upper hand in social settings. How's about that? Message 3 for the collective. Please give me a message for the highest good of this collective. Jumps right out. I love it. Release. This is message 3. Release. You are being called to break free from relationships and situations that restrict the growth of your soul. Every chain that doesn't align with your true values is holding you back from inner peace. Ooh, somebody just got called out. This is message 3. I hold these up so if you're on a phone, you can take a screenshot and use it to hang on to for the week. Once again, you are being called to break free from relationships and situations that restrict the growth of your soul. Every chain that doesn't align with your true values is holding you back from inner peace. That's intense. That is an intense message. Message 4. Oop. Well, I knew that was going to happen. So message 4 is 2 cards. So the first card is fear. You're thinking of all the things that could go wrong, but what about all the things that could go right? Make a paradigm shift in your thinking and take inspired action anyway. Whoa. That one's cool. The second part, this is crazy. Second part of the message 4 is toxic. Some around you are brewing deception, sweet lies that dull your judgment like poison. Stay vigilant. Don't let these good intentions become toxins that hinder your progress. Ooh, they are not screwing around with this message, that's for sure. So, this is message 4, and I'm going to put them together. This is a 1-2 punch, message 4 is. So, you're thinking of all the things that could go wrong, but what about all the things that could go right? Make a paradigm shift in your thinking and take inspired action anyways. Some around you are brewing deception, sweet lies that dull your judgment like poison. Stay vigilant. Don't let these good intentions become toxins that hinder your progress. Side-eye. And then message 5 for the highest good of this collective. Message 5. 2 cards. They are not screwing around today, are they? So 2 cards for message 5 also. So the first card is be real. Enough. No more hiding yourself. Loudly voice your inner thoughts. Unfold your truth. When you speak up, you'll enter a higher vibrational level. Ooh, that one's intense too. Then the second part of message 5 is this. Professional guidance. You are being called to seek professional guidance, especially when facing important decisions. The wisdom and resources from outside will help you avoid mistakes and lead you towards a more successful future. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So, like I did with 4, with 5, we're going to put these together and read it as all one paragraph, and hopefully it makes sense. So message 5 together. Enough. No more hiding yourself. Loudly voice your inner thoughts. Uphold your truth. When you speak up, you'll enter a higher vibrational level. You are being called to seek professional guidance, especially when facing important decisions. The wisdom and resources from outside will help you avoid mistakes and lead you towards a more successful future. Woohoo! That's cool. So, Amy was 2, 3, and 4. So, we're going to do that real quick. Let's see how this all goes together for Amy. The peacock theory emphasizes that over-the-top display is a strategic move. The universe encourages you not to hide your light. Use confidence and boldness to gain the upper hand in social settings. You are being called to break free from relationships and situations that restrict the growth of your soul. Every chain that doesn't align with your true value is holding you back from your inner peace. You're thinking of all the things that could go wrong, but what about all the things that could go right? Make a paradigm shift in your thinking and take inspired action anyways. Some around you are brewing deception, sweet lies that dull your judgment like poison. Stay vigilant. Don't let these good intentions become toxins that hinder your progress. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Who else? Hi, Deb. How are ya? Dan did 3 and 5. So let's do those real quick. So this is for Dan. Oh, that's 2. Why do I keep wanting to grab 2 for Dan? 3. So 3 and 5 for Dan. You are being called to break free from relationships and situations that restrict the growth of your soul. Every chain that doesn't align with your true value is holding you back from inner peace. Enough. No more hiding yourself. Loudly voice your inner thoughts. Uphold your truth. When you speak up, you'll enter a higher vibrational level. You are being called to seek professional guidance, especially when facing important decisions. The wisdom and resources from outside will help you avoid mistakes and lead you towards a more successful future. That was for Dan. Michelle Reamer, 1 and 5. So Michelle Reamer, I hope I'm pronouncing Raemer. You may have had a recent conflict, and this key symbolizes the chance to heal the relationship. The universe reminds you that extending the olive branch is the first step to unlocking reconciliation and understanding. Enough. No more hiding yourself. Loudly voice your inner thoughts. And uphold your truth. When you speak up, you'll enter a higher vibrational level. You are being called to seek professional guidance, especially when facing important decisions. The wisdom and resources from outside will help you avoid mistakes and lead you towards a more successful future. Cool, cool. You're welcome, Dan. Yes, Miss Deb, you'll have to go back because I'm doing 5 card readings and we're actually almost all done with it. So after this live, if you watch, if you go 2/3 through or 3/4 through, you'll see that I start talking about the messages. And then you pick what message works for you. Oh, cool, Michelle Wood. So I covered that for you too. You and Dan had the same ones, huh? I love that. Did that make sense, Debbie? Who did I miss? I got Amy. I got you. I got you. I hit 2. I hit 3. 3 and 5. Okay, I hit everybody. So yeah. Awesome. I think I covered everybody. So is there any questions, any concerns, anything you want to share? Any roses or thorns you want to talk about? Roses and thorns are joys and sorrows. So I'm open. If not, we're going to call it a day, I guess. But I'm more than glad to talk to you. Love it. Thank you. You're so welcome, Michelle. No worries, Debbie. I'm pretty chill. I'll just tell you what's going on. Cheryl, they are telling us to sign up for one of your classes, professionally guide. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I've got Spirit on my team. They're marketing me for me. Spirit says you should check out my classes and events and see if anything works for you. You're very welcome, Laura Benz. Ann, hi, Ann. Good morning. I want to hear it, Miss Ann. What is it? What's your roses or thorns? What's your joy or sorrow? Michelle, yes, I need to book a session today. Yes, please. I'm available. I have some time today. I have some time tomorrow. So I would love that. Hi. Yeah, so if anybody doesn't know what roses and thorns are for me, it's literally us being a community and holding space for people who want to share their joy, a joy that's going on in their life, or even a sorrow that's going on in their life. So we can, as a collective, embrace them and give them the energy that they need to move forward. Thank you. Have a great weekend. You too, Michelle. You have a great one. Laura Benz. Messages this morning hit close to home for sure. Well, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know. See, and what's crazy is literally I'm just the meat suit that's shuffling the cards and Spirit lets them fall out. And then whoever's here gets the messages that they really need to push them past that frictional force. You know, maybe they're stuck somewhere, or maybe that's a blind spot. And this message or some of this message gives you just enough to really push you forward for another day. That's really my whole goal, is to help, heal, uplift, and support. Right now I have a painting about roses. Oh, that's so cool, Anne. I love that. I love that, kid. You're going to have to let me know your next exhibit. I have to come and see your work. I have to. When are you going to do a Pheonix piece? Blues, greens, a little bit orange. You know. Pretty much my Pheonix. So with that, everyone have a great weekend. Make the best of it. You know, the cup can be half empty or the cup can be half full. How do you want to perceive it? I joke all the time that my cup is always half full. Sometimes it's half full of wine. Sometimes it's half full of car battery acid. And on rare occasions, it's even got a crack in the side, but it's still half full. So it's really how you choose to see it. Don't let things outside of you sway your perception of life and how it relates for you personally. And today in Blue Mountain Adirondack Lakes Art Center. Oh, that's so cool. Blue Mountain, that's like an hour and 20 minutes, right? Oh, that's so cool. Awesome. I might go check that out, depending on my schedule for this weekend. So everybody have a great one. It's truly a pleasure to spend time with you, as always. Thank you. You could be doing lots of other things on a Thursday morning, I'm sure. And I'll see you on the flip side. Now, remember, I am not doing a live on Sunday because I will be transporting back from a 14-person private party, psychic party. So, but I'll see you soon. Bye.